Jose, good morning. Good morning. It's Monday, March 21st, 2022. I hope you had a great weekend. We're going to clear up some more discrepancies or inconsistencies with the interview with Jose Roman. Keeping in mind, as I've said 4 times already, this is only one interview with a part A and a part B, it would seem like, and we already have more people than me finding things that don't add up. Here we go. Jose says he hasn't seen his family in 3 years and hasn't spoken to Allie or Candace in 2 years. Well, from Thursday, September 17th to yesterday, last Thursday, 546 days or 1 year and 6 months. How did Jose get to Tennessee and when? He arrived September 17th, 2020 at about 5:30 p.m. according to what he said, although he didn't know the date. The length of stay based on Bristol NASCAR week in the fall of 2020 started on the 17th of September and ended on the 19th of September. So the last probable paycheck is October 16th. That would be a 30-day stay with Candace. Could be a few days more or a few days less, but it is not 5 or 6 months or even 6 weeks. ICU asked Jose what, if anything, he knew about a red truck. Jose told us that was a truck that Don only drove for longer distance jobs. And my question is, how would he know about that truck if Don was gone most of the time he was there and he was only there for 30 days? And ask yourself a further question. Does it seem like Don would come off a 4 or 5 month road trip, fly across the United States allegedly because he found out there was a man staying with Candace, and then take a longer distance job where he would need that red truck? That doesn't sound like Don to me at all, especially with a stranger in the house. Did Summer ever go away with any other adults? No, except for when she was with Allie. And Jose went on to sing Allie's praises. He did not have a single bad thing to say about her, including very neutral about the fight that happened over the competition for his attention. Further, he made Allie sound like she was a more devoted mother than Candace, based on what we know now about Robin and how much she cared about Summer and how much Summer loved her. It makes Robin look like a pale comparison to Allie. Consider further that on September 26, Allie called the authorities on Candace because after a fight over Jose, Allie claimed she had lived there only a week and Candace wouldn't let her come and pick up her children who were still at 110 Ben Hill Road. That was 8 days after Jose rented the basement playroom. Now, most of us have seen the happy, sisterly-like photos of both Candace and Allie, as well as Allie and Candy Harrer. Those pictures were taken in the summer, and they were either before or just after all of them went to Wisconsin, and the famous fearless Summer climbing up the waterfall was in August when they went to Laurel Park. The name Sissy has been thrown around a lot when it comes to what people refer to Summer as, sort of a pet name. What I find interesting is there were responses to things Candace had posted in the summertime where Allie was calling Candace Sissy. Jose volunteered that Candy's camper and the bus had been moved from where he remembered them. Cam of Crack and Cases disproved the claim that the camper had been moved. He went on to point out that Candace parked the bus where it now sits when it was brought home. In the first part of this first day of the interview, before he left and took a phone call and was gone for 45 minutes, Jose was asked if he knew who Don Sherfy Sr. was, and Jose, without hesitation, answered in the affirmative. Oh yes, Don Sherfy Sr. and John Wells were good friends, and Don Sherfy Sr. wanted to rent land from Don Wells to park a camper on. Later, in the second part, Jose was asked, do you know or have you ever met somebody named Billy? And Jose answered without hesitation, oh yes, that's the guy I was telling you about with white hair and a beard who wanted to rent property from Don Wells. That does not describe Don Sherfy, who he said wanted to rent property. It describes another person who is reputed to be a drinker and sleeps in one of the sheds on the property when his wife tosses him from the house, according to Don and Candace, allegedly. In the first part of the interview, at 20 minutes in or so, Jose was describing the home and all the boxes as if someone was moving out. This does fit with Candace posting the house for sale on Facebook on August 19, 2020. That led straight into the narrative where Jose describes Allie going to Kingsport to purchase groceries to put in the refrigerator. And as I pointed out before, if you're a decent human being and you're living in someone's house and eating at their table, it's the least you can do to put groceries in the refrigerator to feed your own children, much less anybody else in the house. It has since been said by Allie that she only went once to put groceries in the refrigerator, and that seems more reasonable considering she was only there for a week until she filed charges or filed a complaint against Candace on September 26th. It has been said that Candy Hare drove Allie back and forth to Kingsport so she could go to work. I have no way of confirming that, but that's what's been said. Justin asked Jose, can you tell us about when Don returned? And Jose eventually responded, about a week after Don returned, things started to go downhill. The earliest Don could have returned is October 1st or 2nd, 2020, if Candace told him about the fight with Allie at the time it happened, and if Don drove straight through, which would be about a 28-hour drive. The latest Don could have returned would have been October 6th in order to fit the about a week estimation of Jose and still leave a few days before the fight between Don and Jose, which resulted in Don's domestic violence arrest on October 14th, 2020. In the intro, I said it was Monday. I changed my mind and decided to release it on Saturday because I'm not the only one going over this, 9 hours of chit-chat and discussion with a fine-tooth comb. And other people are digging up things that I have not looked into. I will continue to look into it if subscribers and guests ask me to in the comments. There are a couple of other things to think about. Everybody seems to be dumbfounded and befuddled that A, nobody knows what time it is or what day it is in this case, and B, everybody seems to be contradicting each other, and some have been caught in outright lies. Chasing caught one earlier today, and Cam has caught 3 as far as the last count I saw was. So ask yourself, why is that? Why would former friends go head-to-head with each other over this case and this missing little girl? And here's a little tip if you're moving. It is said that if you rent the truck and schedule to bring it back on Saturday, oftentimes they don't charge you until Monday, depending on where you're returning the truck. So, there's that. That's all I have for you right now. Please do let me know if you want me to keep going or if you found everything you need to know in others' commentaries and videos. you visit both Chasing and Kraken cases for March 18th. They've got some nice finds. In the meantime, God bless you. I'll see you real soon.